Learning Tagalog Language by Edupedia World. Syllable Patterns. This section is concerned with the permitted syllable patterns of Tagalog, or more generally with the sequences of consonant and vowel phoneme that may occur. When all permitted syllable patterns have been described, all longer sequences of phonemes have necessarily been described as well, since polysyllabic words and sentences always consist of sequences of permitted syllables. A few definitions of terms precede the presentation. Every syllable contains a syllabic. When we say syllabic, that is the most prominent phoneme of the syllable. A syllable may also contain one or more other phonemes, which may be called non-syllabic. When we say initial, that is non-syllabic that precede the syllabic. When we say final, that is the non-syllabics, those that follow the syllabic. A syllabic that contains a final non-syllabic is a closed syllable. A syllabic that does not contain a final non-syllabic is an open syllable. A sequence of two or more non-syllabic consonants occurring within a syllable, either initially or finally, is called a consonant cluster. The syllabic of a Tagalog syllable is always one of the 5 vowel phonemes. We have here the E, E, A, O, and U. The vowel may be either long or short. In the word of the native origin Tagalog, there are certain restrictions upon the occurrence of long vowels which are discussed in the next slides. In addition to the syllabic, every Tagalog syllable contains an initial non-syllabic consonant or consonant cluster. Any one of the individual consonant phonemes of Tagalog may serve as an initial non-syllabic. We have here the initial. This one is not represented in conventional spelling. Thus, O, O. Yes, it is spelled as double O. So, O, O. That is for yes. Initial consonant clusters, however, are more severely restricted. No initial clusters of more than 2 consonants occur, and within the group of 2 consonant initial clusters, the following restrictions are observable. First, we have the second consonant of a cluster is always one of the 4 phonemes. We have here the Y, W, R, and L. If the second consonant is Y or W, the first may be any of the following 13 phonemes. We have the 6 stops, we have the P, T, K, B, D, and G. Also, we have here the 2 nasals, we have the M and N, and 3 fricatives, we have the F, S, H, and last we have the L and R. If the second consonant is R, the first may be one of the same 6 stops or F. If the second consonant is L, the first may be P, K, B, G, or F. In the case of the clusters formed with Y and W, there is a certain amount of variation between the clusters themselves and sequences in which short I and short U occur before the Y and the W respectively. Variation that is between consonant Y and consonant E, and between consonant W and consonant U. Such variation is characteristic of many words of native Tagalog origin that have initial consonant glide clusters. The following are some of the examples of words in which most speakers allow the variation. We have here biyak, biyak, or biyak. That's for broken. Tweed, tweed, or tuwid, straight. Luwa, luwa, or protruding. When a vowel intervenes between a consonant and a glide, the vowel is syllable final and the glide syllable initial. Thus, the syllable division in words like biyak and tuwid, when the words are pronounced biyak and tuwid, is biyak or tuwid. Certain other words of native Tagalog origin are pronounced by the most speakers with an initial cluster only, no variant with e or u occurring. Note, however, that the words have conventional spellings in which a vowel symbol appears between the initial consonant and the glide. The following are some of the examples. We have here Jan, there, buwan, month, wag, don't. In the case of words of foreign origin, there is little, if any, alternation between the clusters and the consonant-vowel glide sequences. For most speakers, such loan words from Spanish and English are the following always have initial clusters. Once more, however, the conventional spelling frequently includes a vowel before the glide. Here another example, we have piano, piano, viernes, Friday, cute, cute, toalla, towel, duende, dwarfed, suerte, luck, jueves, Thursday. Furthermore examples of initial clusters with Y and W, we have here pieza, pieced, tiyak, certain, kiosco, kiosk, violin, violin, diario, newspaper, guerra, war, miércoles, Wednesday, nyog, coconut, fused, fused, sham, 9, hiyas, jewels, Leo, DC, Rian, there, puwang, spaced, twing, every, coago, all, buis, tax. Furthermore examples of initial clusters with Y and W, we have duwag, coward, guapo, handsome, muang, knowledge, nueve, 9, fuentes, family surname, sueldo, salary, west, judge, lualhati, glory, rueda, wheel. Initial clusters whose second element is R or L occur only in words borrowed in Tagalog from other languages. Some examples are, you have here probinsya, province, tren, train, cruise, cross, brush, brush, drill, drill, grado, grade, freshman, freshman, plato, plate, clase, class, blotter, blatter, gloria, glory, flashlight, flashlight. All phrase final syllables in Tagalog are closed, that is, they contain a final non-syllabic and final H, and this symbol are not represented in the conventional spelling, thus na, now is spelled na, now, na, now, and nga really is spelled nga, nga. Non-phrase final syllabics may be either closed or open. Any one of the individual consonant phonemes may occur as a final syllabic. We have their H and the symbol, however, occur as final non-syllabics only in phrase final syllabics. In general, final consonant clusters do not occur in words of native Tagalog origin. An exception is the WN and the county variant, county a little. A number of final consonant clusters, however, are found in loan words from English. In some cases, such loan words have alternative pronunciations in which one consonant of the syllable final cluster is not present. Thus, we have here example, desk is either desk or des. Absent is either absent or absent. Compact, either compact or compact. Most of the final clusters that occur have Y, W, R, or L as their first phoneme. We have Y and W in these cases consisting the second clement of diphthong. Some example we have here, stripe, strap, dogfight, dogfight, bike, bike, drive, drive, air raid, air raid, scout, scout, brown, brown, polo shirt, homework, homework, billiards, billiards, waltz, waltz, flash bulb, flash bulb, dimples, dimples, average, average, gain, gain, carbine, carbine, base, base, sail, sail, blouse, blouse, record, record, pattern, pattern, nursed, nursed, cold wave, golf, golf. Some other final clusters that occur are presented below with examples. We have here icebox, compact, bridge, tent, allowance, branch, pink, desk. In spite of the occurrence of a good many consonant clusters, both initial and final, the great majority of Tagalog syllables consist of either two or three phonemes, the major patterns being either consonant-vowel or consonant-vowel-consonant in a non-final syllable, and consonant-vowel-consonant in a final syllabic. With the use of the symbols C and V to represent any consonant phoneme and any vowel phoneme respectively, these patterns may be expressed with this. We have the CV, CVC for non-final only. Certain markers, for example, the plural marker mga, apparently show a final CV pattern. Since, however, these markers never occur in the final position except in citation, the CV syllables with which they end may be regarded as non-final. Again, we have here CV, CVC, non-final only. There is an observable relation between syllable shape and vowel length in Tagalog. Specifically, it is principal open syllables that have inherently long vowels. In the part of the vocabulary that is of native Tagalog origin, in fact, there are perhaps only two or three instances of inherently long vowels in closed syllabics. For example, we have here nandito, nan, dito, is or are here. In words borrowed from English and Spanish, on the other hand, a good many instances of inherently long vowels and closed syllables are met. For example, we have here bell, Fernando, that is for man's name, candy, viernes, for Friday. But the preference for short vowels in closed syllabics is reflected in the pronunciation of a certain loan words, particularly early borrowing from Spanish, in which a vowel short is stressed in the languages of origin and short in the Tagalog borrowing. The first syllables of the following words, for example, are stressed in their Spanish source, but in Tagalog have short vowels. We have here libro, book, martes, Tuesday, gusto, like. Just as there is a certain amount of observable patterning within the Tagalog syllable, so is there a certain amount of patterning of syllable sequences within words. The bulk of Tagalog bases are dissyllabic. The shape of the first syllable of the base is usually one of the following. We have here as in dating, arrival, as in tubig, water, as in isda, fished. The shape of the second syllabic is usually if. The typical sequences of phonemes that occur in Tagalog bases may therefore be expressed in the following formula. We have here the CV, C, CVC. There are, of course, bases that do not conform to this formula. Those that have more or less than two syllables, those that include a syllable, initial and or syllable, final consonant clusters, and loan words with inherent stressed and closed syllables. The formula, however, probably covers somewhat over 90% of all Tagalog bases. Certain consonant sequences that do not occur within words may occur across word boundaries, and in particular, a sequence of two identical consonants may be to occur as in. We have here, masarap pala. Oh, it's delicious. Lumabas sa, went out from, or went out to. Phonetically, such sequences involve long consonants. Masarap pala. In any such sequences, one of the two identical consonants may be optionally deleted. Thus also masarap pala, lumabas ka. So thank you for listening to Edupedia World.